Hi, welcome to Driving TV and I hope you are well. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about spiral roundabouts. Now, spiral roundabouts are slightly different than normal roundabouts. First, I will explain and then I will show you how it's done in practice. Also, on roundabout signs, there are a few things I will be explaining which many don't understand or don't have any clue of, which I will explain on this video. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Also, if you are new to roundabouts, then my advice would be for you to check on the other video on the channel about roundabouts, which explains the principles of roundabouts. But if you have been doing roundabouts for a while and you have problem or difficulty with roundabouts with multiple lanes, then this video will be good for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's start the lesson. Okay, so let's talk about the spiral roundabouts. Firstly, what is the difference between a normal roundabout and a spiral roundabout? Now the difference is spiral roundabouts are busier than normal roundabouts, which means it has more than 2 lanes. And as we know, on a normal roundabout, the left lane is for going left and straight, and the right lane is for right only. Whereas on a spiral roundabout, it has more than 2 lanes, which means it gets complex for you to know which lane for you to be. And this is when the spiral roundabout comes in. So the spiral roundabout has a lane designated for each exit. So for example, if you were going to M271, you would start on the lane which is going to M271, and then you would enter and look on the road markings which lane is for M271. Once you know which lane, then you stay in that lane. Don't change that lane unless you have to for some reason, maybe because of roadworks or the roundabout is telling you otherwise. Other than that, you stay in that lane, and that lane will lead you out of the roundabout automatically. And that's the difference between a normal roundabout and a spiral roundabout. So I repeat, spiral roundabouts has a lane designated for each exit. So the lane that you enter for your destination, you enter the roundabout and look for your destination, meaning, like I said, M271, if that was your destination, and make sure you stay in that lane. Don't change lane, and that lane will lead you out of your exit. And that's the difference. Obviously, I will show you on the video how it's done in reality. I will show you after this briefing. Now, regards to signs of roundabouts, there are a few things many people don't know. Number one, why do we have a gap on the right hand side? The reason we have a gap is telling you that you cannot go that way. It is a dead end. It's saying to go clockwise, not anti-clockwise. And this is why there's a gap here, there's a hole here. It's telling you that don't go through that hole, go this way, because that's the way you go round on the roundabout. That's what the hole means. If you look on the picture of this roundabout, this looks like the first exit and this looks like the second exit. But in actual reality, this is not an exit. This is a sub of this exit. Now, on roundabouts where there are bridge going over with a motorway or dual carriageway, you will have a sub next to it, and those two are same exit. This is not a separate to that one. This one is going off and this one is coming in from that dual carriageway or motorway. So these two will make one exit, not two. Same on the other side, it is the same dual carriageway, meaning going off the roundabout and coming in is the same dual carriageway. And the other thing you need to know is that in some roundabouts you will have a slip road from your joining exit to the first exit. So you have a choice either to go to the end and use the first exit to go left, or you could just turn left and go to first exit using that slip road. And these are the few things you need to know about roundabouts. On the channel, I do have a video on normal roundabouts where I have explained it in great details about normal roundabouts. If you haven't seen that, I highly recommend for you to watch that first. And let's look at spiral roundabouts now, how it's done in practice. And we are now approaching a roundabout, and this roundabout is a spiral roundabout. And on this roundabout we will be following M271. So if we look at the sign, as we can see, the left exit is a dual carriageway, as I've explained to you. Then we have a second one, and the third one is M271, is where we are going, also a dual carriageway. So we look at the top mirror, signal right, blind spot, right lane. We stay on the right lane, and as I said, when we enter the roundabout, we will have to look at the road marking on the floor to see which lane we need for us to go to M271, which is third exit. So just to remind where we are going third exit on the right. And for us to know which lane we need, when we enter, we must look on the floor to see which lane we need. And this roundabout is controlled by traffic light, which means when it's green, we don't have to worry about cars coming from the right because they will be on red. Also, when we enter, look out for traffic lights. If it's red, even if it's in the middle of the roundabout, we must wait until it's green. So we must wait, we'll wait until it's green, and when it is, we will be approaching the roundabout. Remember, we enter into the right lane and we look on the road markings. Now it's green, so we enter into the right lane, and now we must look on the floor to see the road markings. Now we know we need the middle lane, and as you can see, M271 is the middle lane. We stay in the middle lane. We are now passing the first exit, and as you can see, the lane is already taking us to the left lane. Now passing the second, we are now on the left lane, M271, as you can see on the floor, top and left mirror, signal left, and we come off. As we are coming off, top, left and right mirror to see if it's safe. We enter, take the signal off, and we carry on. On this roundabout coming up, which is also a spiral roundabout, we will be following A35, and as you can see on the sign, it's the second exit on the left. And as we carry on, we have another sign telling us that A35 can be followed on the left lane or from the middle lane. As we are not turning right after the roundabout, we will stay on the left and follow on the left lane. And as you can see on the floor here, it says A35 and we are on the left lane. Traffic light is red, we will wait until it's green. No signal as we are going to the second exit. We will signal after the first exit. So we'll just wait. Now it's green. We carry on. We don't have to worry about somebody coming from the right as it's controlled by a traffic light. We follow on the left, and as you can see on the floor, A35 is left lane and it's green, top and left mirror, signal left, and we carry on. As we come off, top, left and right mirror, take the signal off and carry on. And like I said to you before, if you were turning right now, say on the traffic light coming up, if you were going right somewhere, it would have been best for you to follow on the middle lane. On this roundabout coming up, the examiner said for you to go fourth exit on the right following A35. Now because he said right, it's best for you to enter into the right lane anyway because you are going right. As you are going, you could see on the sign now you need fourth exit on the right, which is the A35. First is the dog gate 20, second is the dual carriageway, third is Millbrook Park, and fourth is A35, which is our exit. If you look on the floor, as you can see, we need the right lane because that's the lane for A35. So it's the right lane, top and right mirror, signal right, stay on the right lane. The traffic light is red, so we will wait until it's green. And when it's green, you don't have to worry about cars coming from the right because they will be on red. So just to remind, we are going 4th exit on the right following A35. And for now, we know we need the right lane because that's the lane is telling us for A35. When we enter, we will have to see on the floor which lane we need to go to A35. And the reason we know that is because this is a spiral roundabout and that's how it works. We look at the road markings. It's now green. Enter into the right lane. Keep signaling right. When we enter, look on the floor, and as you can see, we need the right lane because that's the A35. We are now passing the first exit, and we are now coming up to the second exit. As we are passing the second exit, as you can see, the A35 is becoming the middle lane. It's automatically taking us to the middle lane, A35. So we just passed the second exit. Traffic light is red. We will wait into the middle lane because that's the lane for A35 coming off. It's now green, and we will enter, and we are now passing the third exit, and on the floor we know this is the lane for A35. Now we have a choice. We now signal left to come off, and the choice is we could either come to left lane if it's safe, or stay in the middle lane and come off into the right lane when we come off. So we look at the top and left mirror, signal left, blind spot, and it's safe, so we'll change lane now into the left lane. And like I said, you don't have to. You could come off from the right lane and then change after you have come off. In this case, it was safe, so we just changed lane earlier. That's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give a thumbs up, and do make a comment what you think of the video, and I hope to see you again on the next video. See you again. Bye for now.